Tech Week Europe here at London's Cloud World Forum 2015. We're now joined by Costin Metrovelli, who's the Chief Commercial Officer for a UK tech company called OnApp. Costin, hi, how's it going?
Hi, good, thank you.
Good. What is OnApp? What do you do? Why are you here?
So OnApp sits behind 3,000 service providers globally, providing all of the technology they need to actually offer a fully fledged cloud service to their end customers. So obviously, something like Cloud World Forum is a key sort of audience for us.
Okay, you've got lots of customers here, and
well, we sit behind a lot of the service providers that will provide this market, and so we have customers in most countries in the world, and I think we sit behind about 30% of public clouds globally.
Okay, I was reading something about you guys called the Federation Marketplace, or it's like an idea that you can take on the bigger cloud providers. So can you explain this?
Yeah, sure. So the infrastructure as a service cloud market has become very dominated by Amazon Web Services, as you know, and with Google and Microsoft and IBM kind of bringing up the vanguard. That's made it really hard for the traditional hosting industry to actually compete. Because you have these mega hosters, as we describe them, sort of eating up a lot of the market. One of the key things from an end user perspective nowadays, when I access an application on my mobile phone or whatever, is that it works. It's got to be performant, it's got to be fast, but also issues like compliance and data privacy are things that are also really important that I might not necessarily know. But for example, in Europe, it's really important that my data doesn't leave the country from a compliance perspective. So it means that applications actually have to sit really close to the end user, and someone like and that's kind of where someone like Amazon comes in, is that they've got data centers in 12 different countries globally, which makes it sort of easier to do that. Now, the only problem there is it's only 12 countries. So what we've done is take our 3,000 service providers and actually federate together their infrastructures to create one enormous global cloud that encompasses hundreds of different data centers. So the idea is that when you're building an application, you can put it anywhere you need to in hundreds of different geographies worldwide instantaneously, in a way that's never been possible before. So it's really kind of taking the sort of model of taking the sharing economy model of something like Airbnb, where you don't actually own the infrastructure, you're just sharing infrastructure. And so we're taking service providers in lots of different countries, tying them together into one seamless global cloud.
Okay, and obviously you think this should be and could be the future. And how long could it take you to get there? How long have you been doing it already? Is this sort of federation?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for a few years now. So we started off with a content delivery network, and by using this sharing economy approach, we're able to create a content delivery network that's second biggest in the market in terms of number of points of presence. Which would be impossible to do if you were trying to build this business based on your own infrastructure and CapEx, basically building your own points of presence in lots and lots of different countries. Yeah. We've just launched the compute version of that, so the ability to do effectively what Amazon does, but everywhere. And we think that we can grow this to hundreds of locations extremely rapidly. So by the end of the year, we should have more than 100 locations globally.
Okay, excellent. And just to finish off with, do you want to tell our readers some of the advantages and disadvantages of being a UK tech company?
Sure, yeah. So we're London-based. We're over in Brick Lane, which is kind of the hub of a lot of innovation and so on in the UK and in Europe. I think there's certainly a real buzz in London at the moment for emerging tech companies, and so certainly access to the right people, access to really good talent, and just being in the heart of all of this innovation is extremely important. It kind of it really pulls everyone along.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks a lot.